Back here on the Tennessee Army National Guard, Friday Night Rivals presented by UA Local 572. Tullahoma, an 11-point lead, and they've got the ball back here midway through the third quarter. Jake Lyman, Bruno Reagan, Sammy Kincaid along with you. Fridays at 9:30 or Friday after college football. Don't miss Fox 17 Football Frenzy Live, sponsored by Wilson Bank and Trust. See the biggest plays and unbelievable hits. Fox 17 Sports Director Jill Jelnick gives you highlights, scores, and more for high school football games from across the Mid-State. Fridays at 9:30 or Friday after college football. Don't miss Fox 17 Football Frenzy Live, sponsored by Wilson Bank and Trust. Wilson Bank and Trust is proud to sponsor our local schools and student athletes, both on and off the field. Tullahoma back out there on offense, and you see Marvancy Johnson, over 100 yards on the day and 2 scores. He won't get the ball here. Ree right up the middle of the defense, inside the 40, and a flag comes in from behind. Think we might be seeing another holding penalty bringing this one back.
It's a good assumption. This is the back judge's entire job. Yep, the official holding call on the offense. That'll be backing up.
Run, holding number 8, the offense. Repeat, first down.
Tough for Tullahoma. Starting with good field position, that can be a drive killer as it pushes them back behind midfield. 1st and 20 for the Wildcats. Low snap, screen pass, Johnson. Fights through a tackle. Now he's got space into the open field. Marvancy Johnson cuts it back up the sideline, inside the 10, and into the end zone. Marvancy Johnson, unbelievable. Weaves through the entire Shelbyville defense and scores for the 3rd time today.
A screen action, and it looked like that there was a lot of contact early, that this might not be an explosive play, but watch the Tullahoma offense. You see some work down the field by number 9 and number 82. That's Julian Cole and Gavin Seabolt, two offensive players. They're playing just as hard as Marvancy Johnson. It pays off for them.
Tullahoma going for 2, trying to make this a 19-point game, and they do get it in, but there is a flag on the field. Not 100% sure of the numbers here. 17 already is a 3-score game, so not sure what 19 does for you as opposed to 18. But we'll see if this one counts.
Got to remember how close Tullahoma was to missing that extra point, so it could factor in.
Right. After the play, a sportsmanlike conduct, number 65 of the defense. The 3-point try is good. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
I think you're right there, Bruno. I think with the footing on the field, maybe didn't feel good about sending the kicker back out there. They end up cashing in for 2.
Just looks like a good inside zone. You see the helmet flies off. We'll take a look for the after the play action, maybe some emotional. Yeah, it looks like there was a strike to below the waist of a football player. That's emotions of week 1 getting to it, and you can't hurt your team like that, especially because, hey, this is 5 minutes left in the third quarter. There's a lot of ball to be played. Can't you put yourself in disadvantageous situations?
A 54-yard catch and run from Marvancy Johnson. Only took 1 play with the penalty, and Johnson scores for the 3rd time today. It was Patrick Riddle, the backup quarterback, who was able to muscle in for the 2-point conversion. Makes it a 19-point Wildcats lead, and they will move the ball up here on the kickoff because of the unsportsmanlike conduct. So Dodson will be kicking this one away from the Shelbyville 45. You wonder what the strategy is here. Do you just boot this one through the back of the end zone, or maybe try and put it into a corner somewhere where you can make Shelbyville start deep in their own territory?
There are a few options from here. If you were down and you wanted to be aggressive, this would be a good chance for an onside, because even if you don't convert it starts with a good field position.
Right.
But with the flow of the game and how Shelbyville has lacked offensive consistency, their first series coming out at halftime just frankly wasn't very impressive. I would just make them cover as much grass as possible.
Dodson looks like he might be lining up for the onside kick here. This one end over end beyond the 30, and a nice job by Shelbyville to just grab that one and go to the ground. That was John Stanton, the senior. Let's take another look at this touchdown. Marvancy Johnson came all the way to the left, back to the hash marks, and then all the way back to the near pylon for a touchdown. Just an unbelievable catch and run for the senior.
And what effort by the Tullahoma offense. That's championship level football, because we've seen a lot of players go down with cramps or whatever, so it's so easy to see your fast guy go out 5 yards in front of you and just kind of let up. But everyone was going down the field to try and find a body, reminiscent of that Marshawn Lynch Seahawks big play. if you can remember, I think Hasselbeck was that quarterback. Maybe I'm showing my age just a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, Saints Seahawks, the Beastquake. Who knows? Maybe that could be our play of the game. Stay tuned into the fourth quarter as we'll select the Tennessee Army National Guard play of the game. I think that one going to be tough to beat based on what we've seen so far. 4-yard gain on the play. Shelbyville trying to answer. Again, like you said, lots of game left here. You're still barely halfway through this third quarter. But Shelbyville, if they're going to get back into this game, likely needs to start now with some points on this drive.
In Tullahoma, they've set up Marvancy Johnson, and they're relying on him. It's very easy to tell. It doesn't look like Shelbyville has taken that same path with Bailey.
Bobo looking deep down the sideline. It is caught across midfield. A leaping grab from Rieger Edwards. The junior goes up and snatches it out of the air, and that's the second big passing play for Shelbyville tonight.